Imagine getting paid just for sharing your thoughts on products and services you use every day. With Survey Junkie, it's that simple. Click on the link in the video description to discover how you can start earning today by taking surveys.
Country star Chris Housman has opened up about growing up in a conservative town and coming out as a gay man. Housman, 34, appeared on the Rooted Recovery Stories podcast with host Patrick Custer, where he discussed the series of events which led him to coming out, including secret emails with someone else that were shared without his permission. The Kansas-born singer-songwriter, who has been making waves on TikTok for his LGBTQ-proud performances and messages, opened up about his own journey to accepting his sexuality. "I came out when I was 18, and when I came out I became the first openly gay person I'd ever known or met in real life other than like TV," Housman explained. The singer-songwriter revealed that coming out just after he had finished high school wasn't totally on his terms. Housman explained he had been emailing someone from a neighboring town and telling them he was gay, and then his family sold their computer to another with some of the messages still saved on the desktop. "It's the smallest town thing ever," he told Custer. "Some of these messages were saved, so then it started spreading like wildfire because those were not in the right hands." Housman admitted that the messages getting out was the catalyst for him telling his parents, "I wanted my parents to hear it from me and not from a rumor which I knew was a matter of time," he explained. "So I sat them down, came out." According to Housman, his parents didn't know what to do with that information, admitting him coming out wasn't great and their relationship was still evolving to this day. "I mean that I was the first openly gay person I'd encountered, so I'm sure it was probably the same for them," he pointed out. "They didn't really have much to say." He recalled his mom telling him he's not gay and not to tell anyone. "She told me, boys just go through a phase and you're just going through this a little later than usual," he said. "She said, it's fine, we'll figure this out, just don't tell anybody. And I was like, okay, well, that's the thing is I'm telling you because people are finding out and also there's nothing for me to be ashamed of about it." Housman said that sadly everyone in his family was uncomfortable with his sexuality, but he was determined to change that. "Unfortunately, it takes people exposure to walks of life other than their own for them to understand something, and when you don't have that exposure and its personal connection it can be tougher for people," he added. Housman also opened up about the years of sexual abuse he suffered at the hands of an older man he considered to be a close friend when he was only 8 years old. "I just idolized him," he recalled, explaining the man was about 12 years older than him. "Of course my parents trusted him, everybody loved this guy and stuff, but the next thing I know I'm being molested, from 8 or 9 to 14. Housman added that sadly, many of his friends had gone through similar things, but reminded listeners the assault was not why he was gay. "I've had some family that has discovered that happening since and think that I'm gay because of that, and that's just so not it," he told Custer. Housman also spoke about coming to terms with his assault and confronting his abuser, whom he claims works with kids, and is now married with a wife and children. "I still haven't spoken a word to my parents about being sexually abused," he admitted, revealing the only person he told was his older sister, Amanda, describing them both as the black sheep of the family. He said he found his abuser's landline number and rang him, but when he rang his wife picked up and he told her about what had happened to him. "I started telling her she was just rejecting it and he got on the phone, basically tried to bribe me and denied anything ever happened," he told Custer. Housman admitted it was a difficult decision to make, especially now he was married with a family, and had debated whether or not report it for a long time, but not reporting it in the end. The emerging singer-songwriter first shot to fame with his song Blueneck. The song tells Southern progressives about how there should be room for everyone in these wide open spaces, featuring lyrics such as George Straight or George Gay.